Okay, hey, so I was gonna do an object today, but I decided to do another character. So I drew this woman ages ago and I really like her design, so I wanted to do her. So yeah, I was gonna sculpt the whole of her, like like this, and then um I crushed Blender, which was kind of good. So what I kind of end up doing is just reusing the one from yesterday and just kind of play like changing the base with the sculpting tools, which is so much easier. Even though I did spend about the same amount of time on it, I don't know how, but it was so much easier to do it like that. I really wish I could sculpt this kind of from scratch. Hopefully one time. It just looks a bit weird. Like, I don't really like how it looks, so I got rid of it. Then I just copied that over, got rid of the face, and then just kind of used the tools to sculpt it. The only thing is the legs look very kind of puffy. I don't know why. I spent a lot of time on them because they just looked puffy. I don't know why. But yeah, I would have gone to fix them, but at a certain point I didn't because she has trousers on, so you're not really gonna see the legs, so I thought that was okay. So yeah, so making her clothes, I reused the base because it has the subdivide on, and if I do it without subdivide, it doesn't give the kind of nice smoothed edges if I extrude something, so that's why I did it like that. So yeah, the t-shirt though, I used shrink wrap because I want it to be kind of like tighter around her, so I used shrink wrap. So yeah, the trousers were a pain to do because they're like low cut or whatever you want to call that. It's very weird to model sculpt it because yeah, it's on the hip, not like high-waisted. So yeah, that was kind of annoying to do, but I think the final thing is good. So yeah, yeah, I just used the shrink wrap, which took me quite a lot of tries because I had to take off the solidify because it make it look weird. So yeah, also I wanted to give it an offset because even though I do want it kind of not skin tight really, but like more tight, I didn't want it that tight. So yeah, the trousers, dude, I spent ages on those, like, dude. So yeah, this is me trying to make the belt. I did get rid of this bit because I don't like how I did it, but I do remodel it later. So yeah, the shoes, I really like doing shoes, man. The shoes, the mirrors, yeah, on this was a bit weird. I think it's because of like how I did this, but yeah. So I gave shoes to her this time. Instead of flip-flop, she actually has kind of like trainer shoes, which I really wanted to model. But so yeah, and the drawing is half finished, so like half of like the coloring isn't there, so I had to kind of make up some colors for the texturing. But yeah, the shoes were kind of fun. The only thing is I kind of wanted it to be more rounder, like the kind of top bit, you see it's kind of more squarey. But yeah, once I gave her the little freaking, she's those arm bandages things. So yeah, I think she's really cool. The only thing I didn't do justice is the hair, so I'm gonna go back and fix that. I didn't really know how I was gonna do the hair, so yeah, I kind of was gonna use maybe a subdivision cube to do the hair, but I don't know, so we'll see about that. I really wish I did the hair properly, and I also want to try and do the kind of, you see at the back, like her hair has two colors, and yeah, I kind of want to do it like that. So yeah, this is me doing the face. So she has a square face, so I was like, oh, I'll do it like this, but it kind of looks more like a helmet than. So yeah, so I get rid of that. Then the face was okay, it didn't look like an old woman, and the profile, is it profile? Side profile, yeah, so the side profile was much better. So yeah, this was a better sculpt, I think. Yeah, definitely. Still, it needs some work. I kind of want to do more kind of stylistic characters. But yeah, plus when I remesh it, it kind of helps it a bit because it gives it more kind of like more lenient on like how bad your sculpt is. So yeah, I tried giving her lips, I couldn't. It looked so scary, man. So yeah, this is me remeshing. I've gotten a lot better because it's just so yeah. I also didn't just restrict myself to using quads. I used some triangles at certain points. I mean, there's only 2 I think on there, so yeah. Plus the subdivision kind of smooths it out anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah. And the thing with shrink wrap, it goes up when there's any bump possible, so you kind of have to mind about that, because when you sculpt, you have kind of weird edges sometimes, so when you do the remeshing, you don't want to have like some weird kind of edge sticking out more than the others because there's a bump in your sculpt. But yeah, the ear was a bit weird. I actually added ears this time. The ear hole, is that what you want to call it, was a bit weird. I probably should start modeling the ears with the remesh, but I feel like if I do that, it just distorts it completely, so I didn't really want to do it that way. But yeah, there was a lot more kind of faces on this one compared to my other remesh, but yeah, I wish I could get rid of some of them. Like, I try to get rid of some of the edges, but they're kind of connected and do things, and yeah, it gets a bit weird. I might have messed up the topology a bit when I was adding the ears, but I feel like it will be fine, you know, it'll be fine. So yeah, dude, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten. Man, I just sit here and do this, dude. What has my life come to? But yeah, she's really cool actually. I really like her. I just wish I could have done the hair better. So yeah, I like doing this voiceover fresh, because then I can remember like what kind of things I need to do next by looking at it. So yeah, kind of like a review. But yeah, this is me attaching the neck. I added some more loop cuts so the loop cuts match, so you don't get kind of weird triangle faces. The neck still looks weird. That's something I need to do. It looks just kind of lumpy, so yeah, I need to sculpt that out a bit. So yeah, adding the eyes, just there's, I can't say that word but anyway, yeah, so pretty simple. I gave her eyebrows and eyelashes, but I get rid of them because I kind of texture painted some eyelashes on. I'll probably have to add eyebrows actually. I would like to draw the eyebrows on, but then it kind of, she won't have any expressions when she is rigged. So yeah, this is me trying to do the hair. I don't know, it just didn't go well, so I was like, you know what, I'll just use the curves. So yeah, maybe I do it like that but make it longer, so I'm not sure. I'll experiment with it later. But yeah, so she kind of has, instead of kind of one block of hair, which I want to do because it's kind of the design and I think it would look really cool with her, but instead of a block of hair, it's just kind of like the same concept but just strands. So yeah, this is in the ears. The ears were very weird because I just couldn't get, so the face has 20, it had 20 sides for the neck and then 20 sides for the ear. So to connect them, the ear has to have 20 sides, 20 faces, 20 edges to bridge with the other 20 edges. But dude, I had to keep getting rid of loop cuts, adding them. So yeah, the topology might be a bit messed up because you see I kind of get rid of the loops, but because it's not all connected, I didn't get rid of the other end of the loop. So yeah, then the ear on the other side was a bit weird. It just looks a bit weird. I don't know why, but yeah, I tried to sculpt it out, but yeah, I wouldn't mirror the whole thing, which is probably a sensible thing to do. But yeah, I probably should have done that, shouldn't I? I had an excuse, but I can't remember anymore. But yeah, so this is me doing the belt. The belt is so much better here. It looks really cool, I think. So yeah. The shoes were definitely fun to do, man. I really like doing them. I really like that style of shoe as well. I really want to draw more, especially with kind of like the tongue bit, the kind of like long thing. Yeah. So yeah. I didn't really add any detail to the kind of bottom of the shoe, like the kind of heel base thing. I don't really give it loop cuts, so yeah, it's just kind of basic. I don't really texture that bit either. I don't know, like, again, the seams are so annoying because people say you should just cut your character in half, which is right, but then the seams go weird, and then when you're texture painting, because it's just two sides, there's nothing for in between, it like goes weird. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it just goes weird. So I unwrapped everything and dragged it out of the space, so yeah. Then here was so I used the Islander again, then I just made things bigger that I thought. I still haven't really used the whole space. Like, I could have made other parts bigger, and I didn't really utilize the space enough, I think. But yeah, I made the t-shirt and the pants bigger because I feel like those are the ones that I'm gonna add detail to, so yeah. I did shading. The colour I wanted to use, I don't know, I used it, but I turned down the opacity because it just looks too bright. So yeah, but on the drawing it looks perfect. So yeah, I gave her kind of googly eyes as well because I can't draw eyes, plus they're circles anyway, so yeah. Gave the little eyelashes, so yeah. I did kind of details and kind of like a drawn kind of like, I used the line art color, which thank god I didn't do in black, but yeah. So I just kind of used that to do any details. I think the pants, jeans, shorts, the trousers need more work, I think kind of like the creases and that, so yeah. I like the top is pretty cool, I think. So are the bandage things, but it was kind of a pain to do because, again, like you see here, it kind of like doesn't fill in half of it. That's because there's not a like UV for there's not a UV for it. There's just like the side, then the one half, the other half, not anything in between, so yeah. So it was kind of hard to join up these lines because I don't know, it just went really weird when painting, so yeah. But that's what happens when you cut things in half. But the UV map looks pretty nice. So this time I didn't actually put different materials on it, I just used the same one. You could argue if I put materials I could have like colored it better, like more easier. Like if I want to paint the trousers, I could get rid of the shoes so I can paint there. But one, you're not going to really see that part. Two, I just think it's so much easier to have everything in one texture space rather than in different ones, so yeah. I'm also, so that was an improvement from last time actually, because last time I did that wrong, but yeah. So I put the shoes the same color of the hair because I kind of want some kind of consistency, so yeah. Dude, I'm so good at colors. Do you see this? I gave her blue hair and yellow trousers and they contrast each other, dude. I just kind of do what looks good again, but yeah. I really like the colors I used the hair. I really like her skin tone and the shading, so yeah. So it's just really difficult to paint these things and it gets a bit frustrating because it gets distorted like that. You see that? Dude, why are you doing that? But yeah. Substance does freeze sometimes, which kind of hurts the painting process. Like when you're in the middle of something then it freezes. So yeah. I did kind of outline shading on the belt. I didn't really do much in the back, which maybe I'll go back and do. But yeah. Maybe I'll add like kind of like I don't know how to describe it, but the end of the belt, the kind of thing that you slot in the kind of loops. So yeah. Her buckle is massive compared to the drawing, but and plus it's more kind of flat, but I thought it would give it more kind of character to the belt. It kind of looks like a utility belt, like Batman's or something. So I went to Blender, tried to fix all the kind of weird distorted bits. Like you see, there's nowhere for that texture to go, so it just kind of goes out the sides. So yeah, I just kind of tried to fix that as much as possible. The rig's already there because for the thumbnail for the last one I was gonna rig it and maybe pose her, but yeah, it it hurt, so I really can't rig things. I need to weight paint and everything. And by the time it comes to the end of the day, it's like, yeah, maybe I can't do that. But we'll see. But yeah, I really like her kind of final look. She looks very cartoony and drawn. So yeah, I need to fix the neck, then also the hair because I don't really like it. But yeah, I had fun with this. I didn't think I'd do 2 characters in a row, but yeah, it's kind of useful also to reuse bases. I originally wasn't going to do that because practice, you know, but it helped a lot, honestly. I didn't have to go do that, so yeah, that was nice. But anyway, at the Twitch, thank you, and bye.